Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. You're all doing well today. So I did a video regarding Joe Mersa's Thanksgiving service 2 days ago, and I'm just following up with some more information. So according to the Jamaica Observer, the Thanksgiving service will be held at the Bob Marley Museum on Hope Road. Of course, that's in St. Andrew. And Internment will be, of course, in 9 Miles, St. Anne. Most people by now knows that's where Bob Marley is buried. Also his mother, Cedella Booker, and of course, half-brother Anthony Booker. He is also buried there. So there are two mausoleums, and Bob and his mom is already occupying one, and then the brother Anthony Booker is occupying another one. So maybe that's where he'll be interned with his uncle Anthony Booker. That's the museum where the public goes, but I'm sure it will be shut off for that day. This is definitely a more intimate setting, so maybe it will not be open to the public. I really doubt that. So you're still going to have people lining the streets or outside of the Bob Marley Museum. The Ethiopian Orthodox Church may be officiating that service, as they were the ones who did it for his grandfather Bob Marley and also for his great-grandmother Cedella. There was a procession from Kingston to 9 Miles, and people were like all along the route. People lined the route for Bob Marley's procession. Again, our condolences to the Marley family at this time. So I did a video a few days ago about Adrianna Laing, the 13-year-old girl that she is currently in Boston. She should be on her way any day now back to Jamaica. They said that she's supposed to be coming back mid-January. She was involved in that fire that occurred in Westmoreland, where her siblings, 3 of her siblings, perished in that fire, and she suffered severe burns. She has now been fitted with a prosthetic leg, and she has a lot of challenges ahead of her because, of course, burn is very serious. She had a very serious, I don't know what the degree was, but her burns were very serious. So she is going to need a lot of care, and she will need a home as well. Both her and her dad, they currently do not have a home to come back to because her home was gutted in that fire. They left a candle in the home and the home caught fire. She was the only one who survived that blaze. So please check out my video on Adrianna Laing. We are appealing to the Prime Minister. We know that he has that Hope Project going. So maybe it is possible to get Adrianna and her dad a home from the Hope Project. Have to be specially fitted to her because she may need a wheelchair ramp, among other things. So we are also appealing to the private sector to do whatever you can to get a home for Adrianna. She's heading back home to Jamaica any minute now from Boston. She was admitted at a children's hospital in Boston. Please check out my video on Adrianna Laing. I have more details on that video. To donate to Adrianna's cause, contributions can be made to either San Myrna Foundation or NCB Bank account 643-75-622. And San Myrna Foundation, you can look it up on Instagram and get more information about that foundation as well. So we have some great news. There have been record numbers of tourists visiting Jamaica. 3.3 million tourists in 2022 and a record earnings of $3.64 billion. 80% or so of these earnings are going to the hoteliers, and the investors that have invested in tourism. It's possible for them to increase the wages, increase the salaries that are being paid to hotel workers, and to give them benefits where there are no benefits. They need medical and dental, and they need other benefits as well. I've been on a few resorts in Jamaica, and the Jamaicans that are employed on these resorts, hotels, they work extremely hard. They're in the kitchens, they're out in entertainment, they're out beside the pool, making sure the visitors are engaged and are entertained. They're doing the gardens. They're working so hard, doing an excellent job, and working very hard as well. Need to be properly compensated because they're working extremely hard, and they deserve to benefit from some of these billions coming in, right? And most of them were employed, like say gardeners and room attendants, and maybe say 60-70% of the kitchen staff, and maybe some of the bar staff as well. They are not getting the proper pay. They are getting minimum wage, maybe 9,000-10,000 a week. So we need to see that increased much more than the 10,000, because just look at it. $10,000 is just 2 small bags of groceries. You have not paid your rent, your mortgage, your car payment, or car expenses if you don't have a car payment, transportation expenses as well, insurance, your children's expenses, and so much more. So that need to be increased. Otherwise, you may just have people coming in and going out, and they're not going to stay with this job. They're not going to be remaining in the job for long if they're not properly compensated. And in order to retain the staff, I think they should increase their wages so that, everyone is able to live. Right now they're doing like basically it's a hand to mouth. In Jamaica, we would say hand to mouth, meaning you're just able to feed yourself. You're not able to take care of any other expenses. So it's 2023, and we need these workers to be properly compensated. Thank you so much for joining me on the video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. See you on the next video. Bye for now. Take care of yourself and others.